But now the question is what happens when we actually do that? What happens when we actually move that vision, that goal, that dream from our conscious mind to our subconscious mind? Well, in many ways there should be a party, because that just means you accomplished something really, really big. Right? Party, dance, and that's what we're going to do for a minute here. We're actually going to have a little dance competition. All right? So I want everyone to go ahead and stand up for me. Go ahead, everyone stand up. Go ahead. No one's standing up. All right, go ahead and sit back down. That was fun. I always love watching people's reaction. It's great. Especially the person that hired me. Because I know exactly what's going through Eric's mind. He's like, why did I hire this guy? I wanted to make sure he was normal and wasn't going to do this kind of thing. All right. So my question for you is, when I said that, most of you didn't even stand up. So what was going through your mind, or really what were you feeling? When I said we're going to have a dance competition, everyone stand up, what did you feel?
Is he for real?
Okay. It's one at a time. Raise your hand just so I can hear. Oh, one person was, you can come up and dance for us if you want. All right. Maybe we'll save that for the end. That's after me. All right. Anyone else? What did you feel? Embarrassed? You felt embarrassed? Anyone else? Feeling? How did you feel? Just raise your hand before you say it. So, how did you feel? Why did a lot of you stay seated?
They don't know how to dance.
I don't know. I don't think that matters for you. That's a guess. But anyone else? Do you feel? How many people felt excited and they were like, "Yeah, I'm going to dance"? All right, 3 of you. How many of you were like, just felt uncomfortable? Just felt uncomfortable. Okay, a lot of you felt really uncomfortable, right? Okay. Now, it's not typical that in the middle of a business environment, a professional environment, that someone's going to say, get up and let's have a dance competition. Right? It just doesn't fit. Right? And that was uncomfortable. What you just experienced is something that we call the terror barrier. All right, Jenny. Since I know Jenny a little bit from talking, I'll pick on her. All right. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions. All right. Can you stand up? Is that all right? A little easier. We can. All right.
Dance.
Yeah. Now we're going to have a dance. No, we won't go there. So my question for you is, do you believe that, say in the next, now I know it's from what I heard, you do really well at Goodwin Associates, from what I hear. So do you believe that, say, starting today, so the last 12 months, the next 12 months, you believe that you could do 50% better? You get, what?
I do.
You do, okay. So you believe you could get 50% better. So is that your goal right now? To get your numbers, for your numbers to be 50% better than they are right now?
Yeah, I guess my goal would be to at least surpass what I did last year.
Okay. So that could be as little as 5%, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you believe you could get 50%, but that's not your goal, right? That's okay. That's what I said. I'm going to pick on someone. It's all right. But it's not, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So why do you think that, if that's something, and that would be good for you, right? If you got 50% better numbers, that'd be good for you, right, Eric? If she got 50% better numbers, he's like, all right, all right. And you believe it's possible. You both think it would be good for the company. It'd be good for you personally, right? But it's not a goal. Now I don't know how exactly you work goals and stuff like that, and how you pick your numbers and stuff. But you haven't set that. And so I guess the question is why isn't that a goal? And you can go ahead and sit down. I'll stop picking her. She's like, I feel bad. She's just like looking really uncomfortable. So I'll stop picking her. But why wouldn't that be a goal for her? Does anyone think? Why? And any of you here that are in sales, or even if you're not in sales, you can understand the dynamic. Why wouldn't she set that goal? Yeah.
Well, if she didn't make it, it would be disappointing.
Okay. You're getting that, yeah. And is that pretty much what you said?
She's afraid of failure.
There you go. Failure. I did a big and scary thing again. I like that. That's what we're afraid of. Now, all the other dynamics that I talked about are important to understand, but the reality is we are afraid to fail. Right? She believes she could do it, and I'm picking on you, Jenny, but anyone would be afraid to do that, I'm sure. But that's what we're afraid of. We're afraid of failing. But she thinks she can do it. Right? So why wouldn't she set that goal? Because she's afraid, well, what if I don't get there? What's Eric going to think? Or what are other people going to think if I don't get there? Or what if I fail? My response is, so what? Right? There's nothing wrong with failing. I can guarantee you that all of the most successful people that you'll ever meet, they fail all the time. Right? And all that they realize is when those things happened, they went from down here of just being in the pits to surviving. That in itself was a huge step. And in that step, they realized the potential they have. Because they realized, if I can go from here to here, what's to stop me from going from here to here? And then here to here. And they get it. But it took something in their life awful to happen for them to wake up and use that potential. And people look around at people and say, oh, well, there's something different about them. I couldn't be like that. They're special. I don't have that kind of potential. Yes, you do. Every one of you in here has that exact same potential to get the results that you want to get. You can try to convince me any way you want. I know that everyone in here has it. Whether you use it or not is up to you. But my encouragement to you is don't wait until something bad happens to you to have to realize that. Use what you have right now to step it up. Don't be okay with and accept the mediocre life that you're living. And just be honest with yourself. You're not happy. You might be okay, but you want something more. Everyone I talk to wants something more, wants to go bigger, wants better results. Now you have the tools to do that. I've given just about everything I have today. Of course, I just was on the surface. But you have everything you need to get to where you want to go. But it's a choice. Are you going to do it? Are you going to do the work? Are you going to persist? And I hope that you do. I understand that, this is my job. And so people, oh yeah, you get up there and speak and it's your thing. But I want you to understand, more than anything, this is my passion. This is something I've been doing since I was a little kid. I'm not up speaking in front of companies. But I've always, for some reason, I've just seen the potential in people. I was one of those kids when I was young that all these people that just were down and out came and sought me out. I didn't know why. I had all the people that were struggling around me. And I think it's because I saw their potential. I didn't judge them based upon where they were at or what they had done. And then I've worked in detention centers and group homes. I've worked with all of those sorts of people, and I saw the potential in them. Now, most of them didn't see it in themselves. And unfortunately, most of them never did, if I were to be honest. But a few did, and it's worth it for those few. And so I encourage you to really think about what we've talked about here today. I know it's hard, because sometimes we just want to coast. I promise you that it is worth the hard work. It is worth the persistence to get to where you want to go.